Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time watching my channel and you have not subscribed yet, please do so to learn more about what I'm gonna talk about, which is business. Business is a brand new career that I'm about to embark. I just recently retired from the county of Los Angeles as a public servant. Now I'm gonna be doing business. I'm gonna learn everything I need to know, and then I'm so passionate in sharing what I know. Business 101. The first lesson is the right mindset. There are three categories: job, small business, and network marketing. What do you know about them? Well, we all know about jobs. Jobs, as we were younger, we learned that you do good in school, you get good grades, you get work experience, and you go look for a job. And you hope that you find a job that pay you either hourly or salary. That's a job. You don't need capital investment, but you have a boss who tell you what you can and cannot do. You have an 8 to 10 hours work schedule, average. I used to work from 8 to 6. That's 9 hours plus 1 hour lunch. So leave the house by 7:30, 7:40. I come back 6:15. That's what, 11 hours outside of the house. And you do need experience to work. Most companies ask you for work experience. Without that, it's very hard to find a job. And there's a limited income. In order for you to get promotion, you do need to stand out, and you need to work hard on taking tests and showing your best and to get promotion. So that's very hard. I had a hard time getting promotion. The first 5 years working for the county, I did not want to stay, so I did not take any promotional exams. After 5 years, okay, I'm gonna stay. So I started thinking about taking the exam, and I take many promotional exams, but unfortunately, I wasn't chosen. So I was heartbroken. I did a video of how to pass a supervisor exam. That was about 3 years ago. I didn't make it. So if I make it, I wouldn't be here today. So maybe it happened for a reason. The company owns you, and you have to work for them average 30 years, even 40 years to retire with a job. So that's a long time working for someone. And once you retire, what is your salary? Will that be enough for you to live up? Which is unfortunately not. Not a lot of people know that after you retire from a small company, you don't even get a pension. You just retire and you get a Social Security income. But that Social Security income is not supposed to be an income for your retirement. It's just a partial income. Social Security income is about $2,500 to $2,800 a month. And $2,500, $2,800 a month is just barely enough for you to pay rent, food, and utilities. You pretty much have nothing left. But remember, once you retire at 65, you still have to pay partial for your Medicare. It's not free. So that cost can be expensive as you age. And on top of that, you also have to think of one day you are living in a facility, long-term care. Are you prepared for that? A lot of people are not aware of that. So that's something that I'm passionate in sharing my knowledge to you out there. And so this is just right mindset first. First thing first is a job. Having a job is 8 to 10 hours of work, income limited, you need to have experience, you have to have a boss, and that's not much of freedom there, which that's the reason why I retired the county early, to have more freedom. So let's move to a small business. With a small business, you do need to have capital investment. So with capital average, let's say a small nail shop, you still need to have at least $30,000 to $50,000 to invest in a business, to a small shop. An average small business would be $100,000 investment. So you do need to have that. But you are your own boss. So the downside of that is, if you don't work, then it's gonna be difficult, because you are a boss and you're not at work, and you have your employees work for you, but you need to. How can you just stay home and having your employee? It's a small business. You can't afford to stay home and having someone work for you. And to start off a small business, you do need to invest a lot of time, an average from 10 to 16 hours in the small business. Schedule time. Let's say you have a restaurant. You have to go to the restaurant. Restaurant open at 9. Let's say for breakfast, you have to be there probably at 6 o'clock to start preparing for food. And when it closes at 7 or 8, you have to stay another couple hours to clean up and prepare for the next day. So it's a lot of hours investment in a small business. High risk. A lot of small business have high risk. They start a business, but the customer, because they have to build from scratch. So building a customer takes time. And on top of that, the cost of renting a shop, a restaurant is very expensive. The business pretty much owns you. The business owns you for the first at least 3 to 5 years. So there's a risk in having a small business. And most of people, even myself included, not understanding or know anything beyond job or small business. I never heard or understood what network marketing was until I recently was introduced to it in the last couple of years. When people hear about MLM, multiple level marketing, they automatically assume it's all scam. I get it, because there's a lot of scam out there. People they build that kind of business and they sell products, and products that they sell are not needed. But because you are in the business, in order for you to start making money, you have to buy products, and then you buy products, and then if you don't sell it, you keep the products. And in order for you to make business, you have to recruit so many people to work under you to sell, sometimes to sell products that are not necessary or good out there for the consumer, but that's the type of business. So that's why it's like a scam, but not all MLM businesses are scam. And why is that? Let's take a look at this. So first off, there is no capital investment in the network marketing. No capital. And you don't have a boss. You are pretty much your own boss. And you work up to you. You can work 2 hours or 10 hours a day. The more you put in, the more you get out. Flexible time, you work on your schedule time. You don't need to have experience. Everything will be taught to you from the person who recruit you. They teach you from A to Z how to do business. And the income is unlimited. When you have a business, when you are involved in this kind of business, you are under someone. They train you. And then once you certify, once you have all the license and you know what you're doing, you go out there. you sell the products and you train others to do the same thing that you do. The more you build, the more you have people work under you, the more income that will come to you. And that's become a passive income. Even you go to vacation, you stay at home, you go to sleep, people sales, and that percent of it goes to you. So I really love this kind of business model. And with this, you only need to work a few years. Once you have a big network, then you can pretty much semi-retire and let the people work with you and for you. When I was introduced to this business a couple of years ago, I really am fascinated about the business model, that I don't have to work all my life, or I don't have to work till 70 to retire. I can work really hard in the first few years, maybe 5 years, 7 years, and build a good amount of people work with me. And it's like I said, network marketing is not a scam. Only the type of business that people do is, it depends on what they sell. So what I do is I do health insurance, and I do health and life insurance. And you know, to get those licenses, you have to pass, first you have to pass a federal background check. It's not, so let's say if you were in the past had any wrongdoing and you get a federal, not a misdemeanor, but you had a felony. If you had a felony, you would not qualify to work in this industry. Insurance is forbidden. So you have to be clear. You can only have misdemeanor, but not felony. And you cannot have bankruptcy. You have to kind of, you have to be clear and clean to get involved in this kind of business. So the state commission, the insurance commission, they very strict, and they check your background. So the people who have active license, they are clear and clean from the federal and state. So you don't have to worry about working with us in this kind of business. And what we do, so the right mindset, how to understand the difference between the job, among the job, small business, and network marketing. So today, that is my lesson for you, how to understand it first. And the next time when I come back, I will share with you more what I learned about the business of helping people, how to secure their assets, how to protect their assets, how to prepare if something happened to their loved ones or to themselves, how to prepare when you are older and you need help as far as long-term care, nursing facility, things like that. And I'm licensed to do all that, and because I'm brand new, I know what I know today to share with you. And when I learn more, and I will share more. But if you are interested in learning about what I do, then send me an email. I will share with you what I know. And if you don't have a job right now, but and you want to learn about this business, send me an email, and I will show you step by step how to get the state license and how to work. It's up to you. You can work with the group, meaning that you can go out there and have somebody work with you, build a system, build to work with you, or you can be independent. You don't have to build. You can just sell. You can just sell the products that we have, long-term care, health plan, investment. So it's up to you. Once again, I thank you so much for listening to my talk show. I don't know what you call it. This is, again, 101, Business 101. Thank you, and stay safe and blessed. See you in my next video. Bye-bye for now.